But tell us a little bit more about your background and how you got involved in Robin Hills and ultimately in Church of the Nations.
Yeah, it's a lovely story, and you know, I'm glad you mentioned Ron. We had a very vibrant youth ministry that was a camping ministry that was an outreach to basically young adults and teenagers, and we were a composite group from several churches, and Ron led the one, and we had a ministry together where we decided that we were going to study the Word. We were going to do Bible study, and the different leaders that formed this, and we all got filled with the Holy Spirit, and it was very exciting. We then started writing manuals on life in the Spirit. We all enjoyed wonderful season in God, and then we decided that it was good that Ron go overseas and be trained. In those days, YWAM was fairly young,
Yeah.
and Ron went to YWAM in England, and he met a man who was moving out of YWAM, believed there was a new purpose in church. That man's name was Tony Fitzgerald. And so Ron and Ann moved into Tony's house for a couple of months, and then Ron came back and told us he met this man who said it's not just renewal in the old church, but he's saying a new thing about church. Mm-hmm. And so we were all curious. I think there were about probably 10 of us, maybe. And we decided that we'd bring the Apostle Tony Fitzgerald out to South Africa. Mm-hmm. And so we were all curious. I think there were about probably 10 of us, maybe. And we decided that we'd bring the Apostle Tony Fitzgerald out to South Africa.
Ron also wrote a little booklet at that stage.
He did.
Called it...
It was, I can't just
New
remember.
Way of Doing Church or something.
Yes, it was about the whole premise of New Church, yes. Even though none of us had ever done it.
Yes.
Ron wrote the book, and Tony was incredibly blessed by it. And so Ron then, with this background, had come back to South Africa, shared this with us, and we all formed what became known as the Robin Hills Church, but it was actually New Creation Community Church.
Yeah.
In those days, we were so set on everything that was so strongly New Testament that it was the New Creation Covenant Community Church.
Yes.
And then we realized that we kind of a little bit over the top, and there was also new Covenant ministries emerging at the same time, also Restoration Model Church. Yeah. And so we just called it New Creation Church.
So